I see some new faces, some new names. So we are SNEA here at UCF. We are the Student National Education Association. We use TeamUp. It's a calendar, digital calendar that you can go and sign up. It lets us know that if you're at meetings or if you're attending the meetings. We use this frequently and allow everybody to sign up. As you will know later on, we do a point system, and this tells us who attends every meeting, and it lets you know when every meeting is occurring or an IDED talk, such as the one that we just watched. Anything that you need to know is on here. So if you scan the QR code, it should link you right to our TeamUp. Perfect. All right. And if somebody didn't get the QR code, it is on our website, which will be linked further on. We are SNEA. Here's a couple pictures that kind of describe what we do, who we are. Top left is at a conference. We go to multiple conferences a year, pending now because of COVID, but we are attending conferences. Our voices are being heard by the state, by different, even national levels, and it allows you to be familiar with what's going on in your state or in your county and what to expect. Next picture down is when we painted bathrooms at a Title I school. We were planning to do that this spring, and then everything shut down, so we're planning to do it again next spring, so stay tuned for dates on that. Bottom left is when we went and visited a school and did different things with high schools where we can announce who we are, support teachers, try to bring more teachers to UCF, aspiring educators. Top right is Nemours. We have a connection with Nemours Children's Hospital with Dr. Spalding. And this was Halloween last year when we all got to dress up and read to the children, pass out books, all kinds of things, see all their cute costumes. And then next picture down is a conference as well. And then finally, the bottom picture was our last fall meeting where we all hung out, got to decorate Christmas cookies, and just debrief after the semester, which was great. And we didn't know how great it was going into 2020. This year we elected new officers, which happens every fall. I am Vice President Michelle Acker, if every officer would like to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Kylie. I'm your guys' president for today. Michelle's going to be pretty much running our meetings because she's wonderful. So I'm going to take more of a backseat on meetings, but I'm still here. If you guys need anything, please reach out, send me a message. I'll be monitoring. So.
Hi, my name is Hannah McCrae, and I am serving as your treasurer for this year.
And I'm Carla. You may have seen me in the last meeting. I was the facilitator for the first night at talk, and I'm doing my honors in the major thesis and involved in some extra on-campus associations, so you may see me around if you decide to join those as well.
Hi, I'm Bianca. I'm the media specialist. So if you want to be featured, make sure you tag us, SNEA, UCF, on social media. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Don't be afraid to message us, tag us. I'm ready to feature you guys. I am the social media specialist.
Hi, I'm Angelica Devon. I'm the website manager this school year. So that means I will be taking over the website and making new pages and updating other pages. So I will definitely be featuring our events on that.
Perfect. So these are our new officers. Congratulations to everyone. And then we have our UCF advisor and our UCF NIDED Talks Workshop Coordinator. Dr. Spalding is actually with us. If you would like to say something, Dr. Spalding.
So I just wanted to say a few words as you begin. So many of you were at our NIDED Talks session earlier. You've seen plenty of me today. But for the last 3 years, I've been the Student National Education Association advisor for your chapter at UCF. And it's a true labor of love to be able to work with all of you, those of you that are members and the officers that have come through over the last several years. We get to do some really fun projects together. As Michelle stated, I'm your connection to our UCF Peds Academy at Nemours Children's Hospital. And we are hoping that in October, you'll see an event coming up later in the slides related to Read for the Record, that you could be a part of the Nemours, possibly the Nemours project there. Crossing our fingers, we can go. And then also, I've got another remote opportunity with 6 local high schools also connected to Read for the Record, where I am specifically wanting just Student National Education Association members and officers to join me in speaking to high school juniors and seniors, not only about Read for the Record, but also as part of recruiting to our university. And they are already teaching young children, and we certainly want to encourage them to consider this profession. The most recent addition to SNEA was Night Ed Talks. And you see Anna at the bottom of the screen there. And Dr. Anna Alexis Kennedy has been with us for several years as part of our workshop coordinator. And I am a founding member of the Night Ed Talks. We used to be the Happy Hour crew. We're now Night Ed Talks. And Anna has taken over as workshop coordinator. And I decided this summer that we just needed some streamlining, and some of the decisions were made for me due to the pandemic. So you'll see that Night Ed Talks and SNEA, 2 of my passions here at UCF, are being merged together, and that we're working together throughout this semester and next. And honestly, just based on what happened earlier today, we had the top I saw was about 69, 70 students that were present. Is that right, Michelle? I see you nodding. So that's more than I've ever had face-to-face. My top number face-to-face at any session that I've done is 44. So right off the bat, our very first session, we had so many students that were able to join us because it was virtual. So I see these being very valuable to us, and I see our relationship just growing from there. So Dr. Kennedy will be in touch with a lot of you in regards to facilitating and coordinating workshops through Kylie, through Michelle, through Carla, Hannah, and all of your wonderful officers. It's truly a reciprocal relationship. And being that we're in the pandemic right now, this is one of the ways that you'll be able to earn hours and points towards the scholarship. So I'm also in charge of the scholarship, and Dr. Michelle Kelly helps me with the reading of all of the scholarship applications when the time comes, and your officers will tell you all about that. I certainly want you all to accrue those points and hours and to serve in multiple capacities as you can throughout the semester. And again, one of those ways is to help us to moderate and facilitate the workshops. So you'll get knowledge while you're there, and also be helping your peers with wonderful professional development opportunities. So Maddie, yes, your supervising teacher says she used to participate in Happy Hour. We've been doing this since 2004. It again is just another one of our passion projects. We know that we need to help you all understand that you need to attend additional PD. That's part of our profession, and that's something that you'll continue to do once you enter the profession officially as a teacher. So go Knights, charge on. Any questions before I leave you all to what I know, I've already looked at the presentation, is a wonderful first general meeting. You're all good? All right.
Dr. Spalding, I have a
Yes.
question.
Go ahead.
What is our scholarship?
So our scholarship is $250 each semester. So as of this semester in December, I know your officers will send out information to you in regards to applying and our deadlines. What you need to know right now is that you need to attend Night Ed Talks and moderate and facilitate and be a participatory member of SNEA so that you can accrue those points. And I know they're going to talk a little bit more about that later, but it's $250 each semester, and that's a significant amount of money. So $500 a year that we enjoy giving out to you all. Anything
Thank you.
else? Okay. All right. You all are amazing, and keep talking it up. I feel like we're going to have even more members. Currently, we have 113 members. Now we need 113 active participatory members in our wonderful organization. All right. Thanks, everyone.
As Dr. Spalding said, we have a connection with Nemours, which we are trying to work out and iron out and see. Hopefully during spring we can continue that. And it is our first semester running the Night Ed Talks, which is a big deal for SNEA, and we're very excited to take it on. As you saw Carla do a great job facilitating the first meeting of the semester. We will be asking for volunteers for extra points with the next workshops coming up. First, we're going to start with a little icebreaker, get to know you. You can type in the chat anything that you want us to know about you. I know we have some new members, returning members. We all know you, but still type in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. It's been a while since we've all seen each other, so I know we're all very excited. Even though we can't be face to face, we're here. This is something that I thought was cute that we could, oh, guess my computer didn't think it was cute. We can do this on social media. You can do it in your classroom if you're an internship. On a scale of 1 to 10, how was your first day in internship or virtual classes if you're not in internship yet? If you want to type in the chat box, what emotion describes you? 4, I figured it was like smooth, easy riding. Like 7, I'm wearing a mask, I feel crazy. 9, I just got bit by a kid. I don't know what's happening to me. I thought it was a cute way to express yourself for the kids in the classroom, whether you share it virtually. Number 1, I was ice skating, by the way. Good, so everybody had, I see a little bit of every number, which is good. I thought it was a cute way to express yourself. So anybody can use that. If you use it, share it on social media, tag us. It's a way to earn points, which you'll learn about here shortly. Our next little activity that I want to show you. I don't know if anybody's seen this online. I've seen it a couple places on Twitter. It's really cute, especially if you're with primary or if you're with older students. You could use more descriptive words or anything like that. So it's who's behind the mask. So the kids create themselves. So you fold your paper 4 ways, hot dog style, and they draw their face with their mask on it. And then they open it up and they can see descriptive words that describe them. So you can see who they are behind their mask. This is something also if you make, or even if you take into your internship classes, make sure you tag us. For anybody who does not know, SNEA is part of this umbrella that we call NEA, which is the national level of who we are. You have the national level, which underneath we are the state of Florida. So we have Florida Education Association, and then the students, aspiring educators of Florida. And then you have us, which is SNEA, the local chapter at UCF. This QR code just links you to this picture. Anything you want to know about NEA, FEA, we're all involved with them. Like I said, conferences, we get involved with FEA, different aspiring educators from all over Florida come together. We had Miami, Gainesville, Tallahassee. We had all over Florida in the spring conference, which is great. You get to meet all these new people, see what they're doing in their counties and how it differs from us and get great ideas from them. These are bathrooms that we painted at the Title I schools, as I shared in the first slide. We are trying to do this at least once a semester or once a year. As you know, it's going to be a little harder, more challenging going into these schools to do things like this, but we are trying to figure it out and trying to facilitate these options to whereas maybe we can be there on the weekends and do it, or we're still trying to work out the kinks because of COVID as everything else this year. But this is something that we've done for the past 2 years, if not more, and the students are in awe when they come into the bathrooms after the weekend and they see what we did. This was our conference in the spring. We had a great time. Bottom or the left picture is SNEA, all of us joined together who went to the conference and stayed at the hotel and got to join in all the professional development opportunities that were given to us every single day. On the top right was the whole Florida section that was there and all the people that we got to meet, and we all get to just hang out at night. You know, you have professional development during the day, which you all do together. We don't stick together as UCF. You can go to whatever professional development you desire, and you get to meet all these new people, and we all get to do things. I mean, we learned how to line dance one morning and got us all sweating for multiple hours. And then the bottom right is when we painted the bathrooms at the school after the conference, which was heartwarming to know that the students appreciated it so much. As Dr. Spalding said, we are going to still do Read for the Record through SNEA. We are not allowing, or high schools are not allowing students of UCF outside of SNEA at this point. But if you're a member of SNEA, you're allowed to go. And Evelyn Del Rey is moving away, is the Read for the Record book this year. And these pictures below are just some pictures of us doing Read for the Record on UCF campus and then also at high schools. We are still going to try to do it over Zoom. I know some of us are in an internship and we would not be able to go to the high school during the day while Spalding is doing that over Zoom. So we are going to try to figure out ways that we can record ourselves or record different messages that can be in breakout rooms that students can go and learn more about UCF and aspiring educators and just our opinion on how the program is set out for us and how successful it helps you be. And as Dr. Spalding said, they're all high school students. These high schools that we go to also include pre-K in their high school. So they are already working with students and allowed to be with these students just so they can understand what they want to do before they go into the UCF degree. So this is happening in October. We don't have a set date yet for it, but when Spalding sets it out for us, we will send an email and it will be in the Team Up calendar as well. Why join SNEA? There's a million reasons I could tell you. Off to the right, it looks like there's a million that we did tell you. Katie was our vice president last year and she did an amazing job running the website. So we are going to continue her legacy on. These are activities that we've been involved with on the right. I know they're small and hard to see, but we have different partnerships, as we've said, Nemours, Read Across America, conferences, which we are still ironing out the details on what we can do as COVID progresses here, hopefully not for long. We volunteer. Little Free Library donations is a huge one with us. We like to provide the community with books if they need help or assistance in acquiring books at home. They can go to these free little libraries and take a book. So those donations are awarded by points, which we'll go over here shortly. Painting Title I schools, as I said, is a huge one that we like to do. We are going to give giveaways out at these meetings. This meeting does not have a giveaway since we just had the Night Ed talk previously with tons and tons of giveaways, but most meetings have giveaways and everyone that signs up for the meeting and attends is valued to win the giveaways. Conferences, as I talked about, we have multiple. The fall one is more political and the spring one is more professional development driven. We all can attend different meetings and choose what you want to learn more about, not what SNEA wants you to learn more about. It's all personally driven. We have tons and tons of resources on our website. Anything that we've collected over the past few years is there. Any notes taken by Night Ed Talks over the past couple of years is there. Notes taken at the professional development at these conferences is all there. It'll take you days and days to look through it, but it is worth it. Politically, we can get into conferences in the fall, and that is more of the political stance of education as a whole, what different beliefs are. You can kind of learn that side of education if interested in the fall conferences. I haven't heard if they're doing that virtually or if they're what the plan is because of COVID, but I'm sure once we find out, we will let you guys know as soon as we know. This was a huge movement that happened in 2019, and many of our members and officers went and joined this movement and taking a stand for what we all deserve. As you can see the pictures, there was tons of people. Red for Ed, if you haven't heard of it, look it up. Red for Ed hashtag, we like to use that for social media posts. Just supporting educators is what we're standing by. As educators, you should stand by supporting yourself. And then classroom practices and classroom management. It's just all different things that you learn through these political movements to help you as a first-year teacher, as a second-year teacher, and beyond. Knowing the political side of things can help you be a better teacher and improve your mindset of what's available to you in the county or in the state that you might need to reach out to. This is more about when they changed the standards and we took a stand in Tallahassee, talking about the state funding and how we are ranked at the bottom. But as you all know, the funding got approved, which is still in the process and still going through the districts to get actually admitted into the schools and to the hiring process, but it is working out. So what you do politically, taking a stand, doing things like going to Tallahassee for these rallies is beneficial, as you can tell. This is only a year later and we're already seeing effects of what we did. So SNEA, and as I said, NEA, FEA, we're all the same umbrella. We are the lowest of the umbrella just because we are the local chapter, but you get lots of volunteer opportunities outside of the classroom. We get to work with the community. We get to work together. We get to also work with the university. All the university workshops we get to attend as a association, such as the United Talks, which we are now leading, which is very exciting. It's a new opportunity for us. All these conferences, we get to go and show UCF for, I know at the last conference, we had a lot of FAMU students and they took over the conference. So we want to get UCF up there and get our numbers up, I guess, as you can say. They dominated the conference in spring, so to say the least. We help prepare you for the future. We help build your resume. Last semester, we had an entire meeting on building your resume and making an educator resume because it does look different than a normal resume. They aren't looking for the same things that a normal job requires you to have. So if you go on our website, you can find those resources such as FTCE study help as well. And we all are here to help you. I know a ton of us have just passed recently, congratulations, passed our FTCE tests, and I know some of us are coming to take them in the next few weeks. We're all here to support each other, and we all were there, and we all are going there. So the more information you can share between all of us is better. Networking, we're all on social media. Everybody knows Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Having a professional social media account is beneficial and they're looking at that. So you need to make a professional one, follow us, follow teachers that you look up to, role models, anybody that can help you branch out. It's a networking career, honestly. Everything is about who you know. And the more you know, The more people you know, the better you are going into this. Dropping Dr. Spalding's name is always a good one. Our membership is $15 per semester if you want to join at the basic level. This means you are not allowed to be entered into the scholarship. You do not receive graduation cords, and it's basically just for volunteer services. For our event membership, it's $31 per year, which means you can go to the conferences, you can attend any conventions that we go to, you get access to the free resources, you get access to the $250 scholarship, graduation cords, prizes, anything that we hand out over the semester, and also you get liability coverage. I know that the Nemours Children's Hospital needed the event membership for $31 so they could have the liability coverage if something were to happen in the hospital or if something were to happen to you in the classroom. This covers you at, again, the national umbrella. And I checked with Dr. Spalding, you get all your money back when you become a teacher. So you spend $31 a year to join our group, but your first year as a teacher, when you go to sign up for the NEA association, you just get the money back towards your membership then. So the more that you put forward, so if I was a member for 4 years, you get all that money back as you become a teacher and as you join this as a teacher. And like Dr. Spalding talked about, we have a $250 scholarship as well at the end of every semester. And this is how you join. It's on the NEA website. You go to Aspiring Educator Membership and you just send us a screenshot of the page saying that you joined to snea@ucf@gmail.com. We are a part of the FEA, which is Florida Education Association, and they do themes every month throughout the year. So August theme was back to school. So we had Katie, who of course went above and beyond as always to post her first day of school at the University of Central Florida. As you can see, what she dreamed, what she expected, and then the reality of how her day went. We have Hannah, which talked about her junior year. She's ready to go virtually. And then Carla, who is here for her undergrad, and she is trying to do this in quarantine like everybody else. Everything is strange. And for posting on social media, we give out points, which you will soon be told what the points are and how you can get them. But we all like to just express ourselves with the FEA theme. And then it also gets you well known at the Florida level and then any other level past that. I know they retweeted Katie and they look at it. So get your name out there. Our meetings, we have 3 scheduled right now. They're subject to change just because of COVID and timing, everything else. But we are trying to keep them at every Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month after the night ed talk, and keep them short and sweet to where we don't keep you all night long for both meetings put together. And they're all in the team up as well.
Really quick, I just want to address a question in the chat. Paul, yes, SNEA is under the same umbrella as FEA. FEA is your state. SNEA
Okay.
for aspiring educators. So what will happen is when we graduate as an SNEA member, you will then, when you renew your membership, just like what you're doing right now, you'll renew as an FEA member at that point.
Kylie, there was that other group, remember?
Fire.
That other education association at UCF that we were dealing with last year.
That is Educators Rising, I
I
think.
thought they were still calling it FEA.
Yeah, because on my my textbook for this class is for like $35 I have to pay and get, I think this is like a 2-year membership to this FEA thing. And that's all information she's given us is when we buy the textbook, we also get enrolled in that membership.
Huh. That's the first. You threw me a curveball with the textbook. That's the first we've heard. Exciting.
It's a packet, it's not a textbook,
Okay. All right.
which is on back order, even though I can print it out. So
I think it might be something different just because it's a bundle with what you're doing. If it turns out being the same thing, let us know and we'll see.
I will email her tonight, and then I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I just don't want to pay for the membership here and then end up paying for it again
Yes.
later when I go to get the packet. So
Yes, and you will get all this money back when you guys become teachers, when you transition to being union members as teachers, because in my opinion, please become a union member as a teacher so you cover your bases. You'll get this money back. So it stinks right now, but it'll be nice to get a little check in the mail when you become a first year teacher for your dues. So
thank you.
So as most of you probably were just attending our NIDA talks, this QR code brings you to the site on the UCF website, which has all the dates if you want to write them down. They're on our team up as well. We're going to add the links for them as they proceed as well. We are facilitating them, as I said, so we are looking for volunteers. If you are interested in doing such as Carla did tonight and opening up the meeting, closing the meeting, helping the presenter with the chat, any duties that we might have to do during the meeting, we're looking for help. There are 2 to 3 a week, so, and there is, 6 of us, so 2 to 3 a week, and we need at least 2 on every meeting, as us almost at every single one during the week. So if you're looking for more opportunities to earn points, you can reach out to us and we will get you set up. This is our team up calendar. You can scan the QR code to join it. It has all our dates. It's a great friendly reminder that, oh, there's something that I need to attend at 4:30. Anything that we, even if it's not UCF related, we are gonna put it on here. As COVID exists, our team up calendar for face-to-face contact will be slim, but we are working on how to facilitate that and get us back face-to-face as soon as possible. And this can be found on our website as well if you don't scan it here.
Maddie,
All right.
sorry, I see your thing in the chat. I'm gonna send you a private message. We're gonna figure it out. So keep going, Michelle.
Okay. Our point system, we track points as a association. This helps you lead to the scholarship at the end. The most active member gets the $250 scholarship. You must earn at least 30 points to be considered active, which is relatively easy considering, I think, don't get me wrong, I think you guys, if you were at the NIDA talk and then this meeting, you're already at 10. And our point system, the layout is on our website. I think it's, I have it printed out somewhere. I think it's 6 for every general meeting or maybe 4, but regardless, it's very easy to get a hold of these points. Every one book you donate to the free little library is a point. Any donation drives that we do is a point for every item that you donate. It is easy, and we want you to be an active member so you can get those graduation cords for graduation. Also the scholarship. The point system is also on our website as well. This is our lovely website. Thank you, Katie. She smiles walking her laptop. Everything can be found here. Literally any question you have, anything that you're unsure of, it's here. Pictures, text, everything, you can find it. Our meetings, NIDA talks are now on there. Any resources, all our drive is there. We post to the drive after every meeting. Anybody who sends us notes that they took at the meeting goes on here. And then also you can find out how to join if you missed that in the beginning as well. we use the Remind app to remind you of events during the day. You just send a text to 81010, and then the message is at SNEA 20. This is where we'll send a message out every morning that there's a meeting. So if you had already joined this morning, you got a message about Night Ed Talk this afternoon, and then also our general meeting. So this is a great help to help you. If you're not looking at the Team Up calendar every day, it'll let you know when the Night Ed Talks are happening, what it's about, anything like that. Just a friendly reminder, we all need it. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of Zoom calls happening. And that's on our website as well. Social media. We're trying to post on social media more than we used to, just because we're all virtual now. The Facebook QR code did not work. So if it's up at the top, it's at SNEA_UCF. If you want to look us up on Facebook, but the Instagram and Twitter QR codes are working. We try to post at least once a day, at least, trying to share with you about our Night Ed Talks, about our meetings, about anything that's going on. We love to feature you. I know Bianca is working hard to feature aspiring educators who are doing great things out there in the schools or virtually, or just anything going on social media. We try to retweet, or I'm not Instagram savvy, but retweet on Instagram what's going on in the world with education. Keep you up to date and allow you to know, hey, this is what's going on. Are you aware? You're about to be in this career and you need to be aware, basically. But you can also be featured for doing certain things. I know Tristan just passed her FTCE test. Go Tristan. I was trying to feature on Twitter, but she deleted her Twitter, so I'm not sad. You're sad. But congratulations. And we tried to express the giveaway that we just had at the Night Ed Talks on social media as well, so that everybody is aware, even if they're not a part of our association. We want to spread it to anybody who can win these items at UCF. Our next two themes, it is now September. It's a 2020 election, so we are doing that as our FEA theme. So the Florida Education Association looks at these. They look at their tags, which are at the bottom: student FEA, SVA theme, Red for Ed, and Aspiring Ed Life, and then also tag us so we can retweet, talk about how awesome you are doing. If you just want to post, as you saw Katie's back to school, just post something simple, whether it's your opinion or just a picture of you voting, anything that you want to express about the theme for the month. And then we have October's theme. We'll be meeting at the beginning of October, so this will already be happening the next time we meet. And it's talking about internship, which if we post about internship now and then internship in October, they probably will be two totally different things. So we would like to hear where internship is as of October. After we're already doing this an entire month, we want to know who's still in the classroom, who's not in the classroom. Is anybody still in the classroom? Nobody knows until October. So we love to hear from you. And just tag us and we'll retweet. You can earn points for tagging on social media and tagging us in it. Is there any questions? Anything I forgot?
So Paul, just before I just saw your chat, the with Dr. Goodman, that is separate from SNEA. It is Educators Rising. It's an only UCF thing.
Right. That's what she just said.
Yeah, in the past we've haven't really worked with them, so there won't be much overlap. I think what we can offer you will be different, but I'm not going to push you obviously to pay more money. So
No, I just wanted, like, I don't mind joining both, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't pay the same fee twice.
Absolutely.
You guys seem more fun anyway.
Absolutely. And Maddie, I just sent an email. I CC'd you to Mary, who is our state rep, to check your membership status, and I'll be in contact with you to get that figured out.
And I wanted to say that I saw someone say that what happened if you like didn't sign up. Don't worry, I was taking a picture of everyone that is in this call, so I'll make sure that we put your name and your points that you received. So don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah, and the points, if you want to keep track of them, are on the website as well. If you want to just check out how many points you have, make sure you're hitting that 30 mark.
Okay, I don't know if you guys like are used to this or comfortable with this, but I like taking pictures on the first day of everything. So if you guys want to put on your cameras or just whoever's on here, take a little, post so we can post it on Twitter.
Michelle, can you put it back to the title slide that says SNEA? That looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Since we are a lot, I'm just gonna like take the first group, move aside, take a picture of the other group.
I love this. Fantastic.
Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh, she got the props and everything. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, stay like that. Then next group, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. There you go.
So basically, we just try to provide professional development opportunities for everyone, different resources. We try to give you an insight on what's happening in the schools for us that are in internship. We try to just keep you up to date, and we all like to just hang out and have a good time. And we can't do that face to face, so here we are on Zoom trying to make it somewhat normal for everybody. Normal as we can.
Does anyone have any questions? Final closing thoughts?
I have one question. So, do you guys know anything about the Honor Society for Education, Kappa Delta Pi? Or like if you guys are affiliated any certain way, or like if you have like, I guess any insight to that?
I don't know if Katie wants to share, but I know Katie has insight to that.
I think Katie is currently in class and
On
not
class.
allowed to speak to us because she's supposed to be in class and not in this meeting. But I know a couple of, can't remember any names off the top of my head, but I know a couple girls were doing both before COVID hit last year, and they were really loving KDP. They kind of ramped it up, I think, last year, getting their people more opportunities, and we almost partnered with them on something. I can't remember what it was supposed to be, but I would recommend it. I know we've talked about it before. Katie has had some experience with them. She looks like she's feverishly typing something up to send you. But I would recommend
how to mute myself. Okay, my keyboard being quiet for 5 seconds. KDP, I was in it for 3 years. It gives you really good, awesome chords and stuff. If you want another thing to add to your resume and you want some networking in the future, then it's a really good idea. But I will admit I did not get much out of it as I got out of NEA, and I would have wanted a lot more, but it's a good thing because it's an honor society. You put it on your resume, you get fancy stuff to wear at graduation.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you so much.
Oh, and we hope to partner with them. That was the community art project at the charter school, but then COVID happened and it's kind of screwed everyone over.
Yeah.
Well, thank you anyway.
That's the tea on KDP. All right.
Any other questions? I know we have some new faces out there. Any questions that you do have afterwards, you can also email us.
One quick thing, I dropped it in the chat earlier, but if anyone is interested in leadership at the national level, applications are due September 5th.
Also, I
Also,
have one more thing. Oh,
go ahead.
okay. So I just recently made my I guess professional social media page. Like so far, I only have a Twitter. But, like, do you guys have any tips on upkeeping it and how to get engagement and followers? Because so far I'm following a couple people, but trying to maintain it and getting into the habit of doing so.
Hashtags. Hashtags will get you followers, I swear. I would say, yeah, definitely use hashtags. Tag people. Like if it's something specific that you're wanting to tag all the organizations on it. I mean, they're not gonna get bothered. They're gonna be like, oh, what's that? Like, a notification. Be silly, man. Katie just did the back to school thing. You look at her. That's right. Peace up. And it got attention. It got retweeted. Right? It got reposted. Yeah, it got reposted. And be silly. Use awesome, crazy stuff. Make it funny. Tag people, hashtags for sure, because I know a lot of people, aspiring ed life right there, all those hashtags are really good to use. And simple things is a big thing to do is on Instagram, if you can go. I don't know if Twitter does this. I'm not really good with Twitter, but I know Instagram, if you use a hashtag, it'll tell you how many people are following that hashtag. So what I do is I look at the hashtag and I see how many people are following it, and if it's a heavy following, I will use it to try to get people to follow and see the page.
Yeah, and also
I think I'll go ahead and make an Instagram account as well. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and just also remember it's professional. Keep it professional. All your pictures, posts, be involved with other things. I know, as you know, we're on all social media. So being involved and liking what we're liking, having us follow you. And like we said, we'd like to shout you out. So if you're doing something amazing, post it, tag us, we will retweet it. And like Bianca said, that will get you followers as well. And having this networking, such as social media, is so much better than before social media was around and they just wrote letters to each other.
I have a question regarding that professional social media aspect. So I'm not at the point at the moment where I feel like I need to make a Mr. Rogers Twitter, but I have my Instagram account, which is private, and I've been very careful to not be outruling or outlandish on it. Is that what would be considered kind of professional, or should I just at some point make something completely different?
Advice on that. I'm speaking from purely personal experience. I started doing that in the beginning, and then I realized that education just slowly took over my entire feed and kind of consumed everything, which is totally fine if that's what you're looking for. So just be mindful that I personally find strength in keeping them separate. And I would say making a habit out of it is the biggest, easiest thing to do. So if you're going to go on your personal Twitter for 5 minutes, go on your personal Twitter and enrich your career for 5 minutes. So I would say in the beginning, if you can handle social media to the point where you can handle 2 accounts, absolutely. If not, you can just make the transition eventually.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
I
planning on posting something SNEA or anything educational, bombarding every single day, but every once in a while I don't mind posting something relating to a major.
Yeah, and you should try to make it public just so you get that networking aspect with people from other states or other districts that you may not know.
So what I learned, because I used to work in a school, I used to actually teach in a school, it's confusing, but because a lot of the kids found my social media, and because I worked and lived in the town that I was teaching in, that a lot of them still know what my social media, no matter when I change it, people still find it. So that's why it's silent. Because they find it and then they look what Mr. Rogers is doing in Florida.
Yeah, and if everybody's interested in,
Go ahead,
Zoe.
Personal experience, when I start with SNEA, I tag them a lot, and then I have follows of people like FEA members, other teachers. I'm like, my personal Twitter was like Kylie said, bombarded. So I kind of have like 3 Twitters now. One for my silliness, my personal one, and my professional, just to keep everything together.
Cool. Thank you for the opinion. I
Also,
appreciate it.
having the professional one is a great way to kind of have a portfolio of everything that you've done and been involved with. And that way, that's always something you could give to a school in an interview if they ask about social media, so they can look at it and see, hey, they've already taken these chances, have gotten involved. They'd be great for this.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and if this is something everybody's interested in, we can maybe send out a vote in an email to see what next meetings are going to be, our topic are going to be. We can do a meeting on this. We did one last semester that everybody loved, and we all, as we just put in our chat, everybody got to follow everybody. We got to create our new social media accounts. And as everybody else is saying, keeping it professional and keeping it separate is a good thing, because kids are looking, just as you just said. And teachers are looking and principals are looking. I'm an internship, and none of the teachers could find me on Facebook, and they wondered how I was hidden so well. And I was like, well, I don't have one, and they were just shocked. But having a professional one is almost better than not having one at all. That I've learned. People like to see, as Hannah said, your previous encounters with children, education, what you're standing for. And Katie informed us last semester that they are looking at social media handles for interviews and things such as that. Social media is a big part of our life now, and they're looking. Everybody's looking.
Yeah, and also real quick, because I know we've gone on a bit of a tangent here, but I got the opportunity to go to the national conference this summer just because the Florida, people, I don't know, the administrators or something, they were interested in my social media. And this is a great opportunity that the UCF CCIE, so our College of Education, if you send them a DM with pictures of yourself and just a little blurb about how amazing you all are, which I'm sure you are, they will feature you, and then you'll be on their page, and you can feature yourself being featured on your page, which look great. So if you want that opportunity, definitely send them a DM. The lady that runs the page is super nice. So it looks nice being featured by your own college. And the same goes for the Burnett's Honors College. If you send them an email, if you're in a thesis program and an honors program, they do the same. So just wanted to say that so we can wrap it up.
Are there any other questions?
So I would just keep an eye out in your email in the next couple of days, guys. Not to rush Carla, but she's wonderful, so I'm sure she'll do it. She'll probably be sending out an email in the next couple of days with whatever email you provided us with. And go ahead and give us a follow on social media. If you have any questions, reach out to us social media, on email. You have all the ways to contact us. So I loved how many new faces we saw today. That is absolutely wonderful. I was terrified. So I thank you everybody for staying with us for the past 2 hours. I appreciate it. I know it wasn't easy. So thank you everybody.